welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton, and we're here today to talk about Bay Days, which is back, although in a slightly different format. My guests are organizers for that event, Leavines and Mindy Trevathan. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
First of all, you're back as the big event, but you never went away as a group.
That's correct. We've been kind of in a hiatus for the last 2 years. We kept the organization viable and kept the doors open, so to speak, and started looking for some smaller events that we could do in the interim, but always with the plan to come back with the big event and find another way to recreate it and bring it back to the Hampton residents and the loyal fans we've had for all these years.
You know, this is just such a huge challenge for volunteers and nonprofits that organizations that try to put on events. If they grow so big and successful, in some ways, the costs are so huge. And if you have one down year, 1 year of rain, or whatever, it really creates a problem. So you guys have Rethought Bay Days, and this year, tell us what you're calling it and where it's going to be.
It's going to be Racing to Save the Bay. It's going to be at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. We got to get Larry's
Got to get the right name, yeah.
Got to get Larry's name in there, absolutely, because he's been a great supporter.
Sponsors are key to everything.
Absolutely.
When you don't have enough city tax dollars, you've got to lean on those sponsors, and they're coming through.
Yes, absolutely. So the event is September 9th and 10th out there at the Speedway. Saturday will be 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday will be 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Lots of great things, lots of things that we've done in the past. We haven't changed the format on everything. We're still having a Bay education area, lots of local bands coming out, a great musical lineup. If you go to our website, which we will announce later.
That's right.
You can see all the bands that are on there. It's just going to be a great time, a good time for the family to come out and enjoy a nice weekend in a controlled environment, which is what people have asked for in the past, and it's going to be very nice.
I think that does provide a measure of comfort for parents in particular, and I remember when my kids were teenagers and they wanted to go to Bay Days without me instead of when they were little kids and they wanted to come with me. There at the Speedway, I mean, it's confined. Everybody's inside the gate. Now, is there going to be an admission fee?
Yes, there will be. A little bit different from what we've done in the past. It used to be you had to pay to park.
You had to pay to park.
To come
or
down.
you had to walk a good long ways.
Or you had to find a spot somewhere. That's correct. Now, this year it'll be slightly different. It will be $10 for an adult and $5 for a child. Kids under 6 will be absolutely free. That's for a single day admission. If you decide you want to do a 2-day admission, if you want to come both days, what we are offering is $15 for the adult, and that gets one child in for free no matter what their age.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
A family
So you're
of 4 can
encouraging
come.
people,
Yes.
to come back for both days.
A family of 4 can come down for $30 and spend the whole weekend with us if they choose to. So sort of realistic. And then on Sunday, we're going to offer for first responders and all active and retired military, all tickets will be half price on Sunday for them coming through the gate. And one little catch I've done this year is if you're a Richmond race fan and you attend the Richmond race on Saturday, but you come out Sunday to enjoy Racing to Save the Bay, I'll give you $2 off your ticket admission, showing your ticket stub from the Richmond race. So plenty of ways to save money and come out and enjoy the weekend.
It is wonderful, and it represents that shift, from taxpayer funded to sort of user fee, which the city is going to in a lot of ways, so that the people who are enjoying that service, enjoying that event, are the ones funding it, largely, but not entirely, because again, you've got sponsors, you've got, I'm going to guess, food and beverage sales. It's a big effort to put all that on.
It is. And we've partnered with the Speedway. It should be a great time for everybody.
And there's plenty of parking at the Speedway. Nobody will have to walk very far. I mean, it really, it may be the way you've reinvented this, that it is a model for other kinds of events. I've noticed, other groups have used a War Memorial Stadium for those kinds of things. And
exactly.
Thinking about that rather than blocking off all the downtown and some of the related issues that goes with that, it's a great way to do it. Well, tell us some of the bands that are playing. And I know Bay Days used to be, the place where you saw the big bands, and it had a lot of other stuff going on. You're really returning to your grassroots or your bay grasses, really, foundations, and being a little bit more local, a little bit more of a community kind of atmosphere, right?
Absolutely. You want to comment on the bands?
Sure. We have a wide variety of local bands that are going to be playing.
And it's wonderful to showcase our local bands. You always did during the day.
Yes.
And that's where I
Yes.
learned, of a lot of really amazing talent. So, and I interrupted you, Mindy.
That's all right. That's all
I love
right.
our local bands.
Well, yeah, and we have some wonderful, wonderful local bands. We have Don Butcher Trio that's going to be playing. We've got, let's see, I'm trying to think of some of the other.
You want me to help you out?
Yeah, help me out a little bit
70s
on
pop
it.
band is playing. I'm going to forget their name.
yeah.
Or
We have-
80s, the 80s pop
We have
band.
The
DeLoreans.
DeLoreans.
That's our
The
headliner.
DeLoreans will close the event on Saturday night. That's the headliner for Saturday night. Before them will be the Rondelles.
Yep.
They're fabulous. Wonderful
Before the
beach
Rondelles,
music.
Bobby Black Hat Walters is going
And
to be on the
he's
stage.
wonderful.
And-
he is a national act, and I will say that too. Some of our local bands are actually national acts. And
Well, like Radio Romance.
Radio Romance is before him, and they're a Nashville band that's coming in to play the event.
Bobby
so.
Black Hat went to the International Blues Festival
Right.
and
Yes.
came out,
Yep.
really well. I mean, we have wonderful talent here.
Absolutely. Urban Hill on Sunday.
Oh, love them.
Dharma Initiative on Sunday, and then the closing act on Sunday will be Slap Nation. Will
Classic
close us out
party band for
on
the
Sunday.
region. Absolutely the best
And
dance band.
Lots of great local bands too. We have two stages. We have the main stage, and then we have the smaller stage in the back of the grandstands, and there'll be Mason Brown and the Shiners, which
Oh,
is
they're a
actually
ton
the
of
band.
fun.
Yeah.
They're the house
They're
band,
the house band for the Speedway,
Yes,
so
I
they'll
know them
be on
well.
there. And several other Fade to Blue, several other great bands are coming for the smaller stage. So we'll have lots of musical entertainment for the entire weekend. And I got to challenge everybody. If you can pay anywhere $10 or less to come see as many bands as I'll have on the stage, I challenge you to do that, because it's worth the price to come through the gate.
Absolutely. And then, it's not that you ever lost this focus on the Bay. It's just that the festival was so big, some people didn't make it to those Bay exhibits. And let's also say, they're not just for kids, folks.
Yeah.
No, they're not. We live, work, and play on the Chesapeake Bay. We have a responsibility to watch over this body of water that we're living next to, and that's been our goal all along. But as anybody is aware who runs an event, that doesn't always pay the bill. So you have to bring other things into the event to make sure you can draw people out. And hopefully they'll learn something and listen to some great music, eat some food that's probably not as healthy for them as they want it to be. That's okay. It's okay for that
That's
weekend.
why we go,
So,
If you don't have the giant fries or the funnel cake,
Right.
it's just not a festival.
Exactly. But that's what it's all about.
Okay, well, it sounds absolutely wonderful. And you said you were going to mention the website, so let's make sure we do that.
Yes, if you go to baydaysevents.com, you go on the website, you can get a full list of the musical acts that are going to be there. You can still get applications if you want to be a food vendor, if you want to be a crafter for the event. That is still open till the end of the month. So if you want to get in touch, you get the application right there and get in touch with us about that.
As well as the car show and the motorcycle
The car show, then the motorcycle show that we're going to be having. The fireworks will be on
Oh,
Saturday night.
fireworks, we forgot to mention that.
Fireworks
we
on
got
Saturday
Larry
night.
King sponsoring our fireworks this year.
And
so.
fireworks are great in a stadium because you're up pretty close and you can really see
Yeah,
everything.
you're
What a
going to be right
wonderful-
there in turn 2 of the Speedway is where the fireworks will go off, and you can actually be standing in the infield and watch them this year, because that's where most of the event will take place. So you don't even have to be in the grandstands. You'll be much closer, be able to see everything.
Yeah,
So,
that's wonderful. Okay, well, good luck. I really am looking forward to it.
It's gonna
Thank
be
you
a good
guys
time.
so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I hope to see you at Bay Days / Racing to Save the Bay this year out at the Speedway. Don't come downtown. They'll be at the Speedway, and it should be an absolutely wonderful event. Thanks for watching.